What's going on, everybody? Tim from Tirfon Orbital, Space Junk City, population Tim. Anyway, so this is a demo video for a Space Junk Sabers one-off hilt. Again, I can't get enough of these hilts. They're so rad. I mean, I say it every time. I just probably sound like a broken record. Yeah, big fan of these one-offs from Nevin at Space Junk. This is no different. This is Nevin calls this a SithScrap. It is a super unique hilt. We've got some shine through in the grip and some like baffling. But other than that, another thing that it's just always nice to have a refreshing, easy install. Static chassis, just pretty straightforward, easy to wire up the switches. I think the most difficult part about designing the chassis for this was making sure that I had my spacing correct for the Neopixels on the chassis itself for that shine through. But other than that, straightforward install. So it was pretty nice, pretty refreshing. So we're going to talk about the chassis first, then we will talk about the hilt, and then we will do a demo, and then we'll get out of here. Okay, so let's come down into Fusion. So this is the chassis that I designed for this particular hilt. So as you already, probably the first thing you notice is this white lens here. So in the hilt, the grip of the hilt, initially Nevin had a steel baffling in the grip. The client really wanted holes to be drilled into the baffling so that we could get some shine through from the chassis or from the inside of the hilt through that steel baffling. So that's what these are for. So I've got 3 channels with 3 2020 Neopixel strips. And the way that I put them in, these 2 are running in the same direction and this middle one is running in the opposite direction. So we get some interesting animations. They're all set up as one single blade. They're all the same blade. But like turbine animations are a little bit neat because you've got this center one going clockwise, for example, and the other 2 going counterclockwise. So it allows for some interesting animations, right? And around that, I have a piece that I printed off in translucent resin, right? And that slides over this. After I wired up my Neopixels, I slide this lens up above and it covers them. Yeah. And then we also have a speaker pod in the pommel. So I utilized a 2-conductor Pogo pin connector from Smugglers Outpost. It was my first time using one of these. And it was great. What I really love about them is each end is the same diameter. So it's nice and easy. No getting crazy with square pogos, 2 little tiny baby square pogo pins. None of that. None of that nonsense, right? We've got 2 really easy, same size diameter, pin side and conductor side. Really nice. So I put that into this cap section, and then that cap then is glued up into this section here, right? And other than that, just our usual setup, right? So I've got a proffieboard that sits in this tray. It press fits and then slides up just a little bit underneath this lip. We've got a kill switch in this area. Greebly work around. To continue on your personal device. Greebly work around both sides. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Right, nice and easy, static chassis. It is held in place with a set screw to the upper part of the hilt here, and this is where I bring my conductors up, so my 3 switch conductors and my 3 blade conductors, and that's it. Nice and easy, really straightforward setup, right? So let's talk about the hilt. Here's the hilt. Again, just a really solid, unique, one-off build from Nevin at Space Junk. We've got a D-ring down here. I don't know where this stuff comes from. Some of it looks vaguely familiar to me, like it always does. Like this almost looks like a hose clamp section, right? From like a garden hose. I don't know. Maybe that's what it's from. Who knows? It might be a coupler from a hose. I don't know. Steel baffling is here. The client did request that holes be drilled out so we get shine through. So each one of these holes Nevin drilled out. And then went back and finished it. Knurled grip, really nice, really nice Graphic section here. I think this actually might be from I don't know, Saber Forge hilt, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, main and aux buttons. These are both from Phil at Kalyminan Customs. Really, really cool rod coming up to the top section here. Everything's been heat stained, so this top section is probably steel. It's been heat stained, so it's got to be either steel or maybe a brass. And that's it, right? Just some really, really cool greeblies. Custom blade plug. Really a really nice solid hilt. So let's talk about how to use it. So the way I've been doing this is I take my pommel off first. And here is the speaker pod in that pommel. This is a 24mm speaker. Lives in the pommel, okay? And there's that PCB pin, a speaker pin, PCB Pogo speaker Pogo set. I don't even, from Smugglers Outpost. Again, I really, really like those because they're easy to size for. Both same diameter on both ends, right? So then I take my grip off. I already have a battery in here. So here is that lens that I created. I printed off in translucent resin. And that's it, right? So we get some really cool animations on those rings. Obviously, you're not hearing anything because that speaker is not connected yet. And that's it. So we get some really, really nice animations on that. Really, really cool. Cool touch, right? So you get your battery in, you turn your kill switch on, screw your grip on, pommel. All the spacing is perfect. So you just screw your pommel in until it stops, and then you're ready to go. So there's that baffling section. Let's come down to the bottom here. Really, really nice. Just perfect shine through. Like that. Let's see.
Hello. Zuko here.
So here we go. Got a few different ones. Two different animations. I think that one's my favorite because it's I set that blade style up to have like an emitter flare, and it's got a blue emitter flare. Cool, really, really cool. Love the way that came out, right? So let's do a quick demo. There is a set screw here in the top of the hilt that serves as your blade retention. So you want to unscrew that. There is a custom blade plug that Nevin provided as well. Really, really unique. Again, really, really unique handmade blade plug, right? So you take your blade plug out. This is a 1-inch blade holder. So let's get a blade. Set your blade down. Tighten that set screw. And you're ready to go. Fantastic. Really, really nice. Let's see what else we got on here. Nice. Hefty hilt, but I like when hilts are heavy. It makes them feel premium, in my opinion. Nice. Just a really, really fantastic hilt. Cool. Cool animations. Anyway, yeah, as you know, I could do that all day long. So that's it. A really, really unique, again, another unique hilt from Space Junk Sabers. I love doing installs on these because it gives me a chance to spread my wings greebly wise. I like trying to make the chassis fit the hilt aesthetics wise. So yeah, always a pleasure working on these guys. And anytime I can do something different like that, like, a shine through on the grip, anytime I can do something like that is a challenge that I welcome, right? So with that being said, to the client, thank you very much for trusting me with this build. If anyone has any questions or comments, please leave them below. And with that being said, may the force be with you. always. Thanks for watching, everybody.